What's going on, everybody? Welcome to today's call, guys. Before we kick off the call, can you guys go ahead in the chat? Let me know where you guys are calling in from. There's a chat in the very bottom. Go ahead, type in where you guys are calling in from. I know we got people from all over the United States, potentially all over the world. We got Tulum, we got Philly, we got Vegas, Wisconsin, Texas, Puerto Rico. Let's go. Philly, Mexico, Delaware. Guys, welcome, 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 welcome. My name is Matthew Fair. I am a top affiliate here, guys, with the platform that we're going to share with you guys here today. I'm extremely excited, and the person that invited you to this call, they are also very, very excited. Over the next, 15 to 20 minutes, we're not going to take a ton of time. I know it's Saturday. I know you guys want to have some fun out there. It's a nice summer day. So we're not going to take a ton of time, but just use the next 15 to 20 minutes to really just pay attention because there might be something on this call today that drastically changes your life. See, for me, guys, 14 years ago, I was watching a video just like you are, hearing some information just like this for the very first time. And I remember, guys, at that time, I was just a college student. I was working full time. I was playing basketball. And I just wanted more out of life. I wanted to be successful, but I just didn't know what I was going to do, right? I was kind of lost. And thank gosh, someone thought enough of me to share this information with me because that's all it took. It just took information. See, guys, your life and everything you dream of is on the other side of just getting some information, some knowledge, and being around the right people. And that's all it took for me, guys. Now, fast forward 14 years, this thing has drastically changed my life. I'll get into my story a little bit later, but what I'm going to do is I'm going to run through some information that's going to basically teach you a couple different things. It's going to teach you one, how to leverage your money and make it work for you. And then two, how to leverage a system and go make what's called residual income. And if you don't know what that is, don't worry. My business partner is going to come on later today and he's going to break that down for you as well, guys. But I'm going to share my screen and I'm going to jump through and I'm going to show you guys exactly what we got going on here with the brand ConeqtX. So, guys, ConeqtX is a company, it's a brand inside of the overall umbrella of Connective. Our mission with Connective, guys, is really just to help people, right? Take control of their finances, also enhance their health, and just build a life of greater freedom and purpose. I mean, at the end of the day, guys, we all want to make more money. We all want to be healthy. And we also would love to have more purpose-driven life. And that's what this is all about. Now, our publicly traded company, guys, our investment company is uh, the InvestView company. It's 10 plus years in business. InvestView as a company has done over $300 million in revenue. It's a publicly traded company. And that's really what we're a part of, right? We're a part of that publicly traded company. But the ConeqtX brand is something that, I've personally been working on for the last 4 years with a lot of the people that are on this call in this community. And again, it is to give people the financial empowerment to go help other people learn the skill sets, right? To change their life. That's what ConeqtX is all about. But before I jump into kind of the nuts and bolts of everything, I want to talk about this first. See, when I was also 22 years old, 14 years ago, I was handed a book and it was called Rich Dad, Poor Dad. I don't know if you guys have ever heard that book, but the author's name is Robert Kiyosaki. Robert Kiyosaki is known to be the mentor to the millionaires, not the mentor to the broke people. And when I read this book, I thought to myself, why were we not handed this book in school? See, guys, this book, it talks about how basically there's four ways that people make money in this world. And there's two sides. There's one side where either you exchange your time for money or you own your own business, but at the end of the day, it's all judged upon you. See, 95% of the world, they only know how to leverage themselves. And that's what a lot of people do, right? They go to work for 2 weeks, they get a paycheck, or they own their business, but it's a small business and they have to be there. And if they're not there, they don't get paid. Well, they're only capitalizing on 5% of the world's wealth. I did not know that. See, I was taught go to school, get good grades, get a good job, do that for 40 years of your life, and hopefully retire in your 60s off 40% of your income if you saved up enough. Well, in Robert's book, he talks about how you have to think completely different. You have to go from the left side over to the right side where only 5% of the world is. And they know how to do two things. They know how to leverage money and they know how to leverage a system. And they capitalize on 95% of the world's wealth. Guys, there's enough money to go around for everybody. You just have to learn how to do those two things. Now, what is trading? We're going to talk about a lot of trading stuff today. Some of you guys on this call might have never even looked at trading before, or maybe you swiped up on a story or saw an Instagram or a TikTok, and that's why you're here today. And you're thinking to yourself, I want to learn how to trade, but I just don't know what it is. Basically, guys, to break this down in a very, very simplified and broken down way, trading is just a simple act of buying and selling financial assets. It's just buying and selling, right? And the markets that we trade in is stocks, commodities, futures, crypto, and then the foreign exchange. Now, let me just kind of tell you guys a simplified way of what it truly is. Like, let's say you live in the United States and you have dollars, you have cash, and you go over to Canada and you exchange $100 for the Canadian dollar, well, you're going to get a certain amount back. And that's based off what's called the exchange rate. Now, that exchange rate, it's changing, it's fluctuating all the time. Now, when you go to Canada and you exchange your $100, if you didn't spend that $100 and you come back to the United States and you exchange it back to the dollars, if that number went in the right direction, you have a potential of making more than $100 back by just doing that. See, that's what we do, guys. See, we just predict that exchange rate and we either buy or sell based on that exchange rate to make money. We'll get into that a little bit later, but here's the reality check that most of you guys that are on this call need to know right now. 67% right now of US workers are living paycheck to paycheck. And it's going to get a lot worse because there was a statistic that said that over 50% over the next 10 years, jobs are going to be eliminated due to AI. It's already happening, right? You walk into a Walmart, sometimes there's not even employees. You walk into a gas station, there's nobody checking you out anymore. It's all AI. So a lot of people need a supplemented income. They need to make some more money, and that's where this comes into play. But why do you not start trading? Why have you not started? Most of you, it's because you just don't have the knowledge. I said this in the very beginning of the call. You're one step away from your wildest dreams, and all it comes down to is knowledge. But a lot of you don't have access to it, right? You go to TikTok, you go to Facebook, you go to Instagram, you look for knowledge to learn how to trade, and you just don't know what you're following. And it looks extremely complex. You have no guidance. And at the end of the day, you've never done it before, so you're not going to be able to control your emotions. That is where ConeqtX, guys, this entire company, this entire brand was built for you. This was built so that you can have all of those under one umbrella. The financial education, the market research, the community to help you and guide you and make sure that you can be successful within this brand. But before I show you the tools and the insides of the brand, guys, just know this, that obviously trading does involve risk. Anytime that there's any type of investment, just understand that there is a potential for loss of funds. So just understand something, guys, that if you're going to trade money, there is a chance there's going to be losses. That's with anything, but you're going to get what you get, whatever you put into this. Now, this company, though, guys, ConeqtX, has put together a collection of features for you guys to be successful. One of those features is an academy. You can go at your own pace, guys, from A to Z, 0 to 100, and really walk you through step by step and teach you exactly how to be a successful trader. It's a fully curated academy so you can be successful. We also have live streams with all of our educators where they're going to go live. They're going to look at the market. They're going to analyze it, and they're even going to look for potential trade setups for you to be able to enter. But this right here is what I'm most excited about. See, guys, I've been in the trading space for a little over 7, almost 8 years now. From 2019 to 2021, I led one of the biggest movements in the entire trading space. At one point, I had over 2 million people logging on and trading alongside with me. And I'm putting together a killer team that we're going to basically go out there and we're going to give you the best market experience. You guys, you're going to hop on these live sessions and you're going to see live trades. You're going to have fun and you're going to have the opportunity to follow these trades and potentially make money in real time while you're learning. So you guys, it's about having fun and making money. If you're on this call and you're not having fun in this experience, well, guess what? You're in the wrong place. This is an entire brand, guys, that's coming out with this company. It's the MFX experience. So I'm super, super excited about it. Again, what it's all going to be about is where you're going to hop on live, right? And these are just some testimonials of the live sessions that we do now, right? These are people that are really in our community and have made money. Laura, a little over 1,500 bucks just on a live session. That's what MFX is all going to be about. And we also have a simplified way for you guys to enter into the market because we know a lot of you guys have never done this before. So we have some technology called Tap to Trade where you can hook up what's called a broker. And a broker is kind of like a bank account. You're going to put some money in it. You're going to attach it to the app, guys. And that is what you're going to use to trade with. Now, if you're on a live session, let's say you're on a live session with me and I'm looking at the market and I take a trade, you're going to get an alert directly to your phone that says, hey, Matthew Thayer just took a trade. Do you want to approve it? And you're going to be able to simply tap approve while you're on the live session and follow alongside with me. Now, if you're not on the live session, you're at work, you're also going to get this notification and you're going to be able to follow it. It's a very, very easy technology, guys, that you're going to be able to have at the palm of your hand, no matter if you're at work, you're laying in bed, wherever you are, you're going to be able to have access to this. So it's really, really cool technology. Here's some results with our tap to trade, guys. Here's a couple of the examples, 1,500 bucks for another person. Another person has 20, 24, 28, $30, $31, $21. These are just examples, guys, of people that simply just tapped approve and were able to see some results. Also on the App Store and the Google Play Store as well. But to wrap it all together, guys, we do have other tools other than just tap to trade in live sessions. We have scanners that will mark the market up for you. It will look for profitable trade setups, all due to AI. It'll scan it for you. It'll do all the analysis for you. All you have to do is just follow the scanners. We have a trade journal so you can track your trades. And then we have a bunch of other things, guys, as well there in the back office. But trading is cool, right? Making money is cool. But experiences is really where you can take your life to the next level. See, I believe that, money's great. But at the end of the day, when you go to the grave, you're not able to take your money with you. But what you can do is have experiences with life. And I think that's the most important. We have a travel side of this thing where you can become a member of not only just the trading side, but the travel side and get access to a booking engine that's going to give you discounts on hotels, flights, car rentals. I just used one to go to a theme park, a water park here where I live, and I was able to get over a 75% discount on that. Event tickets, concerts. You get your own booking engine for being a member, guys, and basically getting discounts to all of those things. Now, we also have something called Getaways, which is like over 50 plus different destinations that you get access to. Now, the way that you can get this is as long as you are here for 1 year. If you're here for 1 year, you get it for free. You get to pick out of 50 different destinations and go there for completely free. Here's some examples. We went out to Cancun, guys. Normally it's a $499 trip. It included the stay, a catamaran, and we also did a mastermind with all the top leaders. We went to Miami as well. We had a yacht day. It was 3 nights, 4 days in Miami. We had a trip to Tulum. It was $950. Again, a lot of these people got this trip for free. It included a cenote tour, dune buggies, 5 days, 4 nights. We had a pool party. It was all inclusive. And then my favorite trip of all, guys, is we went out to Dubai. Again, this one was also free. It included a yacht trip to a private island where we were there and we had a private party there. We had a trip to Abu Dhabi and it included our breakfast and dinners for over 5 nights. So guys, travel's cool. Trading's obviously cool, but experiences are amazing. I'm gonna show you guys this video and then I'll continue.
You can either be a shark or you can be a guppy, and there's no one else I'd rather be doing this shit with, baby.
Everything that I wanted stood up and went got it. Don't think I'm the hottest. Watch how I pop. Wasn't good with the green. Off the rocks, I made profit. Start rapping now. I done took off like a rock. Be weird, steady watching my pockets. They big and they solid. No need for no wallet. 6 pockets full. My whole hood, they behind it. No deal. I'm declining. Don't think I'm a sign. In these streets, I'm the biggest. What I hide it. If bro talking sliding, I'm riding. Big TRX, big F inside it. Got more shots than mileage. Don't think you should try it.
Teams, and it's just so cool that if you think about something long enough, it will happen. And we're so grateful for every single one of you guys. We know that this is just the beginning, and I know that over the next 5 to 10 years, all of you guys will be 7-figure earners, 8-figure earners. You guys will have let's go. You guys will be having your own yacht connected. We'll have 10 yachts on this little area.
So, obviously, again, like I said, the trading's cool, but the experiences are amazing. The community's amazing. That's just a glimpse of that Dubai trip, guys, that we had. Again, it's so fun, this community that we're building here. You can be a part of that. And to get started, if you just want to do the trading side, guys, it's 250 bucks. And then it's $179 a month. Again, it includes everything that I talked about on the trading side. The pro side, it's $500 just one time, and then it's $179 a month. And that includes, right, like I said, if you're active for 1 year, you get that free trip, guys. It's a 7 night luxury stay. You get a certificate to go over to 50 plus different destinations, and it is for two people. So, guys, that right there is the educational side, the trading side. And for me, guys, I saw that, right? And I was like, man, that's exactly what I want to be a part of. I want the experiences. I want to be in the right community, and I want that knowledge. I want to be able to learn how to make my money work for me. So, if that's you and you're like, just shut up, I'm ready to get started, you can get started right now, guys. This next half is something, though, I think you should definitely pay attention to, because this is what really flipped it for me. This is what really changed my entire mindset, because this next part is what I personally needed. See, I didn't have the money, right? I didn't have the money to get started. I didn't have the money to trade with. So I was like, this next part is what I needed to have in order to change my life. And the person that's going to go over this with you guys, he's my best friend. He was the best man in my wedding. And he's actually he was one of the first personal mentors that I had, that took my hand and taught me how to go build this business. So Joey, man, I appreciate you, bro. Take it over, show these guys how to build the business, and I'll see you guys very soon. Peace
Let's
out.
go, let's go, let's go. Type some fire emojis in the chat for my brother, Mr. Matthew Thayer. Guys, listen, me and him been best friends and business partners for the last 14 years. We started at the bottom together. I've never met anyone that dreams as big as me until I met him. And I used to work at LA Fitness when I was 22 years old. And my parents said, you got to go to college, so figure out what you want to do or where you want to go to school. And I'm like, I don't want to go to school. And they said, well, get out of the house. And I'm like, all right, I'll go to school. So I went to Century College and I was working full time. And I was just trying to figure out my path, trying to figure out my purpose. And I knew one thing: I didn't want to work a job for the rest of my life. I wanted to find a way to be my own boss, choose my own hours, travel the world, and have freedom. And eventually have a family and be able to be stay-at-home parents and not have to ship our kids off to daycare. My wife was homeschooled growing up, and her mom her parents were stay-at-home parents. Her dad worked from home, and my dad worked at Anderson Windows in the milling factory, and my mom's a real estate agent. So my wheels were spinning. I was looking for an opportunity. And back in 2012, social media was popping off, right? And so as I'm getting my check for work, I'm like, dude, these checks suck. I'm overworked and I'm underpaid. And JOB stands for just over broke, or journey of the broke. They pay you just enough to scrape by, right? While you build somebody else's dream. And so here I was at work. I'm scrolling on social media and I'm seeing all these people living these lives, right? And I know it's a highlight reel on social media, but still, people younger than me starting businesses, traveling, enjoying life. And I'm like, man, I'm looking for my break. I'm looking for an opportunity. And my wheels were spinning. And how many people on this call know that thoughts become things? You become what you think about. And all I could honestly think about was, dude, I'm looking for an opportunity. I'm willing to work hard, right? Just like a lot of you, I'm willing to work hard every single day, but I just want it to be with something that's actually worth working hard at, something where I can create a dream life. And at that job that I had, or working any job, I just didn't see that being for me. And then when the student is ready, the teacher appears. In came my life, a guy that was making 150,000 a month in the industry of network marketing right here. And he used to be a doctor, a very successful guy in the town that I grew up in. And I said, if you're making so much money as a doctor, why'd you sell your practice to go all in with this industry? He said, because in order to make money as a doctor, yes, I made a lot of money, but I had to be seeing the patients. He said, I wanted to find a way to have time freedom and money freedom. We all know the person that has no time at all, but all the money, and they don't have any time to spend it. Then we know the other person that has no money at all, but all the time in the world. Well, how can you get both? Residual income, passive income, this industry right here. And so I met him at the gym and he goes, listen, man, I coach people all over the world. I teach them how to become financially free, and I can teach you. And I'm like, okay, you can? And guys, I have a little bit of a past. I was a troublemaker growing up. I graduated high school 2 years late. I was never the guy that people thought was going to be successful. but I did have something, and that was a burning desire inside for something different. And so when he came up to me and he started talking to me and he said that, I'm like, I don't know what you're talking about, but I'm open-minded to say the least. And I saw him walk outside into a brand new, this was back in 2012, he walked into a brand new 2012 Range Rover Sport autobiography. And I'm like, I had a 94 Honda Accord that I paid 600 bucks cash for that every time it rained, it leaked on me through the windshield. And I'm just like, whatever this man's doing, I'm all in. And so I went over to his house, and what do you know? Beautiful home, beautiful cars, beautiful family. And his biggest problem at the time was, if you guys know anything about state income tax, here in Minnesota, we have some of the highest state income tax, right? When you're making 150,000 a month, they take a lot of that. But how can you offset that? By spending 6 months in a zero state income tax state like Las Vegas, right? Or Florida or South Dakota, or there's a few other states out there. But so he was looking at a home in Summerlin, Las Vegas, and he showed me the home. He goes, this is my biggest problem right now. I'm looking for a second home to be able to offset my taxes to save 30 grand a month. And I'm like, this is crazy. And you're willing to work with me and teach me? Okay, what do you got? Show me. And he showed me this industry, and I've never seen anything like this before up to this point. And I just remember checking this out for the first time. I'm like, whatever this man's doing, I am all in. And so he pressed play on a 20-minute video, and he shared the industry with me. And he went upstairs to take some phone calls, and I'm sitting in this computer chair watching this information, kind of like you guys are right now. And so I'll walk you guys through what it would look like to go out there and build this business. But before I do, I just want to say this. If you just wanted to trade with us, you can just trade with us, right? If you just want to travel with us, you can just travel with us. There's people all over the world, here in Minnesota, all over the United States. Obviously, a lot of people on this call from Iowa. We have people, there was a big event that our community had in Bogota, Bogota and Medellin, Colombia. We have people in the UK. We have people all over Europe, all over the world, because people want to learn high-paying skill sets like getting your money working for you in the markets. But then this next portion is how you can go out there and build a team of people, share this with people, and earn a residual income. And here's what I knew. I'm like, bro, everybody wants to make more money. And nobody wants to get a second or third job. And most people don't have a bunch of money to start a business. And so this just made sense to me as I saw this. And so I'm going to walk you guys through exactly what it would look like if you did decide to treat this as a business. And now keep in mind, when I first saw this, I had no clue how to do it. I had to learn from the bottom just like everybody else. But these skills are absolutely learnable and teachable, and something actually worth getting good at. And so when you get started, you're going to get a back office website that's going to track your entire business online in real time. Your name will appear up on it. You get a referral link that you can send to people to get started. It tracks your entire business, all your people, all your incomes, everything. And all you have to do, guys, is invite people to calls just like this. And we show them for you. It's not our job to sell or convince anybody. It's just our job to get the information across. And we're just looking for the ones that are looking for me, because I know there's other people out there that were just like me and Matt, that were just like Dr. China, that were just like Rich, right? That were just like Tippa, that were looking and praying for an opportunity. And it was this that changed our lives. And so maybe there's a couple of you on here right now that are like, dude, I'm looking for something different. And we can teach you how to do this, and we'll hold your hand and help you every single step of the way, like Matt said. And so when you get started, you're going to get the back office website. You're going to get access to everything the company puts together for a couple $100s. And now you're a business owner. Just like any other traditional business owner out there, you get the same type of tax deductions, maybe even better, because they're more lenient in this industry. When I travel the world for this business, last year, in the last 18 months, we went to Slovakia, London twice, Germany twice, Portugal. We've been all over the world, and those are tax deductions, right? My Range Rover was a tax deduction. Part of this home is a tax deduction, right? Because we're business owners now. And here's what I realized. If you're a W-2 employee, they just take the check. They just take what they want, right? You don't get any tax benefits or tax deductions. And so just by attempting, I'm not your CPA, but just by attempting to earn money in a home-based business, the average family saves around $10,000 to $12,000 a year. So put yourself in position, because you'll never be wealthy in the United States, especially unless you're a business owner. Okay? And so for you, how much does it cost to get started? $179, and you get access to the whole business, right? There's a whole corporate team. It's a publicly traded company, right? And they put together everything, the marketing, the technology, the back office. They vetted the educators, the strategies, the softwares, the scanners. right? Everything is put together by the company. All we have to do is be walking, talking billboards for the company. And now you're a mobilepreneur and you can build a business from the palm of your hand anywhere around the world. Dude, this is what I was looking for and I didn't even know it. And here's how it works. The more people that you invite, the more success you're going to have. So I got good at one thing for like my first 2 years, and it was just inviting. Everybody I knew from, high school, everybody I knew from different jobs that I had. I didn't care if they said no. I didn't care if they said yes. I was just looking to get this in front of as many people as possible because they told me the more people you show, the more success you're going to have. And like Matt said, refer for, and now they give you that membership credit. So now you have access to the entire platform at no more cost, right? And so for me, I got my wife Britt, and a few of my buddies started right away, waived my monthly, but then guess what? Who do those four people know? This is where the leverage comes in. Those four people, you're going to get paid off of everything that ever comes through them. Okay, so those four grow into a team of 12, not you putting in 12 personally, you getting a few who go out and get a few, and now you have an organization of 12 people. You just hit the level of senior consultant, and this is where they start paying you $600 a month. Our team in Colombia, $600 a month, guys, is full-time income for a lot of those people. That allows, like my buddy Christian, to have his wife stay at home and raise the kids instead of, shipping them off to daycare and making her keep working her job because $600 a month is a full-time income. Here in America, it's not full-time, but $600 a month definitely lifts the weight off a lot of people's shoulders because most people are struggling financially. Most people are up to their eyeballs in debt. Most people don't have an extra $1,000 saved for an emergency fund. So how about you just go put in a few people and help them get a few, build a team of 12, and now you're making an extra $7,200 a year on top of what your job's paying you. On top of maybe you're a business owner. Maybe you're a student, right? Maybe you're a student instead of working at Jimmy John's or working at the taco shop or the pizza shop, just quit that job, go all in with this and replace your income. But 12 people, it doesn't just stop there. They know more people than just you, right? So 12 grows into 30. You just hit the level of executive consultant, and that's going to pay you an extra $1,000 a month or an extra $12,000 a year in passive income. Guys, listen, if you don't know what residual income is, it's money that keeps coming in for work you did in the past. Singers and songwriters get it, right? Drake's new album, every time someone's buying or getting those songs, he's going to get a royalty off those for the rest of his life. God's plan, that dude's going to make money off that song forever. How about the show Friends? Every time that show airs, they're still getting a kickback. How about a book? Someone writes a book. Every time someone buys that book, they wrote the book one time, they're going to get a residual income off of that every single time someone buys that book. Same thing here, right? You're going to get a residual off of it. So you're making an extra $1,000 a month for bringing in a team of 30 people. And again, that's not you putting in 30 personally, that's you getting a few who go out and get a few. I would say the average person that gets to executive consultant, a team of 30, probably puts in 10 to 12 people personally. And they help them go out and share with a few. And they push over the first couple dominoes and everything that comes through that in months and years, you're going to get a piece of. So 30 grows to 70. Congratulations. Now you just hit marketing director. Marketing director is going to pay you $2,000 a month. Okay. 70 customers grows to 200. Now you just hit the level of regional marketing director. This is going to pay you $3,700 a month. And so when I saw this, I'm looking at this for the first time and I'm like, dude, this is like a real life game you can make money at. And the better I become and the more action that I take, the higher the ranks I hit, the higher the residual income is, and the better my lifestyle gets. And the only way I get to these higher ranks is by helping other people, right? If you want to go hit national marketing director, the goal would be to go crack a couple executive consultants, right? That's how this works. It's people helping people. So when I saw this industry for the first time, all I knew was corporate. Corporate is toxic. That's what I realized. For me, if you have a great job, God bless you. Most people don't. And so this is a people helping people where people are positive, talking about their dreams, talking about their goals, talking about their aspirations. And in the corporate world, it was all about, dude, where's the party? Dude, this sucks. It was all negative. And I was like, bro, get me out of that environment. And so when I got in this industry, I'm like, boom. Tim Elliott said it on stage. Congrats to him for ranking up also. He said it on stage, and someone else said it on stage too. It allowed them to dream again. And that's exactly how I felt when I was 22 years old. My parents telling me to go to school, I got to go to college, got to get a job, because that's all they knew. They didn't know anything different. We were all conditioned. Go to school, get good grades, get that job, and work that job for the rest of your life. That's not what I wanted to do. We are God's highest form of creation. We can do anything we want to do. We have one shot on this planet. And there's no way in hell I was going to do something I wasn't happy doing every single day. So when I saw this industry and there was mentorship and people that actually cared and had a vested interest in my success, like the guy that was making 150,000 a month, he looked at me and he said, "You follow my lead, I'll teach you everything I know and I'll take you to the promised land." He was not lying. And he helped me and he showed me. And I went and put in that company back in 2012, I put in 6,000 people. He got a nice pay raise off of that. And then he's calling me, "Wilson, I was at 12,000 a month." He goes, "Wilson, we got to get you to 25,000 a month." I'll never forget that phone call. And I was just like, I love this industry, man. It's people helping people. I've never seen anything like it. And are people skeptical of this sometimes? Absolutely. Because we're skeptics by nature and it's outside of the box we were taught growing up. And anytime you look outside of the box, "Oh, don't do those things. Oh, don't do that. Get a job, dude. Those are safe and secure." Hell no. Screw being safe and secure and broke. I didn't want to work for the next 40, 50 years of my life and retire one day when I'm 70. The average male lives till 72. And so I'm just, again, I can't tell you how blessed I feel to even see this, but also have the open mind to see the opportunity, right? So you can hit whatever level you want to on this rank compensation plan here. You can hit 35,000 a month, 42,000 a month, 85,000 a month, whatever it is. But obviously, to get to some of those bigger numbers, it's going to take a bigger commitment, right? You're talking about being a professional in this industry, getting to some of those numbers like executive vice president, senior vice president. And if you look at the professionals in anything like basketball, for example, if you want to become an NBA player, you got to be all in. You got to be all in. And so for me, I didn't care. I was like, dude, I'm tired of just sitting around and doing nothing with my buddies. I want to lock arms with people that want to go places. And so every single day I woke up, I would hit the gym in the morning and then I would go find people to show as fast as humanly possible. If I didn't have anyone to show personally, I'd go to the mall and they call it the 3 foot rule. Go meet people. Just go start meeting people. Anyone within 3 feet, just start meeting them. "Hey, what's up, man? How long you been working here?" Right? Go shopping. And I would start meeting people and I would go meet them. I'd say, "Hey, when you free? If you want to see what we're doing, show you at 2 o'clock." But it started with my white hot market, which is my friends, my family, the people that I knew. And that's where I started. And I'll just tell you guys, obviously, like I said, he went upstairs, he took some phone calls, and then he came back downstairs. He said, "That was awesome, wasn't it?" He said, "What'd you like best, the trading, the travel, or the business side?" And I said, "I liked it all, but I really like that business side because I loved the idea of becoming a better version of myself and building a residual income and having that income coming in every single month." Because one thing he said, he goes, "I want to help you." He said, "Figure out what your dream life is. What's that number? What's your monthly nut, right? Maybe it's 10,000 a month. Maybe it's 25,000 a month. Whatever it is, figure out what that number is, and then we'll just reverse engineer it." And he's like, "I'm going to show you the simple daily disciplines to compound over time to make it a reality." He said, "Wilson, I'd rather sprint for 1,000 days and just get the money thing taken care of. Go tunnel vision for a season of your life in this industry and become financially free after 1,000 days rather than spending the next 40, 50 years eking out a living working for somebody else." And so I bought into that plan. I got crystal clear. Britt was working at the bank. I was working at the gym. And I said, "What do we want our life to look like?" And we wanted to be stay-at-home parents. We wanted to homeschool our kids. We wanted to build our dream home on a lake. We wanted to spend winters somewhere warm, right? And we wanted enough money just to have peace and freedom. It's not that I needed to be the wealthiest person on the planet. That's not what I cared about. I just want to wake up every single day and just have peace and freedom to do what I want when I want to do it. If I want to travel, we can travel, right? If we want to go, get a new car, we can go get a new car. If we want to help our parents, we can help our parents, whatever the case is. And so we just got so crystal clear on what that vision was for us And I went to work every single day, and it started like this. He said, if you want to make your money back in a profit, make a list of your top 10. Top 10 people that know you the best and trust you the most. You want what I got? Make a list of 200 names on a piece of paper. Some of you on this call might actually be crazy enough to do this. There might be one or two of you on here that want to go make six figures in the next 90 days, next 120 days. Do this, what I'm about to tell you. Make a list on a piece of paper of 200 names. First name, last name, phone number. On top of that list, write SW. Some will, some won't, so what? Okay. In this business, one thing you might not have noticed is you get two teams. You get a left team and you get a right team. Your only goal is to build those two teams evenly. So here's what I realized. You need one ace for your left and one ace for your right, and then it is pay day. What's an ace? Someone that has burning desire, someone that has work ethic, someone that is teachable and coachable, and that has credibility with their contacts. And so when I first started, I made that list and I started reaching out to everybody. And it's funny because my best friends were like, dude, you're an idiot. Those things don't work. And I'm like, damn. But I'll never forget what my mentor told me before I left his house. He knew I was a 22-year-old punk kid that never done anything like this. He said, Wilson, before you leave my house, consider the source. If you buy someone's opinion, you have to buy their lifestyle. So be careful whose opinions and whose lifestyles that you're buying. So when your broke buddy tells you you're an idiot and these things don't work, have they ever made 25,000 a month in this industry before? Or do they not have $5,000 in their own bank account? Right? You wouldn't take weight loss advice from someone that's overweight. Why take financial advice from people that are broke? But that's what people are doing all day long. So for once in my life, I stopped listening to people that if they didn't have what I wanted. And I started listening to people that actually had the results. And so I was just thankful that I met a guy that had the lifestyle that I wanted and I could just learn from him. You just copy success. I just saw what he was doing, and I'm like, I just got to work even harder because nothing crazy has ever happened for me. Like, I see he's making this crazy money. The dude is so polished if you met him. But I'm like, so I'm going to have to outwork everybody, and I'm going to have to go all in, and I'm just going to have to be delusional that I can win here. And did it happen overnight for me? There was days that Matt looked at me. We were showing people all day long. We were driving. He used to live in Wisconsin. We'd drive 1 hour to a presentation and no one would show up. There was no guests there. But the guy said there was going to be guests. And it was going to be a barbecue. Come over. We'll show them out in my backyard. We'll show them in the living room. And no one would show up. And then we get in the car and we drive 2 hours to the next presentation and show one person. And then we drive to the next presentation. We would do it all day long because we were on the mission to find those aces. And there's 4 aces in a deck of cards, right? And so if the faster you flip the cards, the faster you're going to find the aces. But there was times where we'd get home and our first year in this thing, and he'd be like, bro, I'm broke. I don't have any money. I had to give him the last money on my money clip. Be like, dude, here, take this, bro. We're going to make this thing work. There's no other option because I'm not going back to a job. There's no way in hell I'm going back to a job. We have to make this work. And we just believed. We 100% believed. And we did personal development every single day. And we put in the work every single day. Year one, nothing crazy. Year two, nothing crazy. Went to my first event, sitting up in the nosebleeds with 6 people that I had on my team. It was in Kansas City, Missouri. Matt was there. And I remember for the first time catching the bigger vision of what we're doing because what you're seeing here, guys, is a very tiny vision of what we actually do. When I was at that event, I looked down and I was watching all these people walk across stage making 6 figures. And they were all getting this ring that said 100K Club on it. And it got their last name on it. And I'm like, wow, that is so dope. And they would walk across stage, just normal average people, talking about how they work at FedEx or they're truck drivers and they're able to, take their wife home so she can stay at home and just everyday normal people. I'm like, dude, if they can do it, why not me? And that's where I really got the belief. And I went home and I ran through a brick wall. And it took by year 4, I was 25 years old, my name got called. And I walked up on that stage in front of 15,000 people and I was awarded that 100K Club ring. And that was the moment in my life. I'm like, dude, if you can see it in your mind, you can hold it in your hand. And I thought about it every single day. Thoughts become things. And I was up on that stage and I said, it's not about the ring. I love the ring. The 100K Club, baby. This is back in 2015 when 100K was actually a lot of money. And especially when you're 24 years old. And so I said, it wasn't about the ring. It's about the person that I'm becoming to get this ring. And it meant the world, but also it showed me that, dude, anything's possible. If you can do that, just think bigger, dream bigger. And by year, what was it? I was 29 years old. I walked across stage for earning $1 million a year and got inducted into the $1 Million Hall of Fame. Matt's in the $1 Million Hall of Fame. Dr. China on this call is in the $1 Million Hall of Fame. Rich Off the Net, Garrett Roberts is in the $1 million Hall of Fame. These guys are people that have made over 100,000 a month in a 12-month period in residual income by making a massive impact. The only way you get to that level is by helping enough people, right? Zig Ziglar said, help enough people get what they want, and by default, you're going to get what you want. This industry turns you into a high-speed ninja. You're going to learn branding, you're going to learn marketing, you're going to learn communication skills, you're going to learn leadership skills. You're going to learn how to trade, you're going to learn how to get your money working for you in the markets. Right? There's so much here that you learn that's way bigger than just the business and the trading. This is wrapped in a personal development company, and Warren Buffett, the #1 investor of all time, says, empty your wallet into your brain and your brain will fill up your wallet. And so here I am now. I'm 36 years old. I've been in this industry for over 14 years, and there's nothing else I'd rather do because I know what this has done for me, and I know there's other people out there that are looking and praying for an opportunity. We live in our dream home that took us 2.5, 3 years to build up in Brainerd Lakes, Minnesota. We spend the winters in Arizona or wherever we want to because we're mobilepreneurs, and we do what we want when we want to do it. And that crystal clear vision that I got in 2012 actually came true because it's all I obsessed about. And you possess in life what you obsess about. Most people are out there obsessing about how they can't pay their bills, how they have more month than they do money coming in, right? Poor me, victim mentalities. Are most people out there cup half full or half empty? You guys already know that. And so I wanted to be different. Anything that happened to me, I said, no matter the adversity that I'm going to hit, no matter the speed bumps or the roadblocks along the way, because this isn't always easy. This is a marathon, right? It's not a sprint. And I said, no matter what happens to me, I'm just going to stay positive, and I'm going to look for the message in it because God's just teaching me something along the way, and He's testing me to see if I'm going to burst through it. Like when my best friend, he got started, and I helped him get to 60 on his one side, and helped him get to 60 on his other side. I picked him up every single day. I drove him to every single appointment he had. I bought him Chipotle. I bought him Red Bulls every single day. And one day came. He was kind of a sketchball friend of mine. One day came. He left to a different company and he blasted that I'm a pile of crap leader, this and that. And it cut me bad. It hurt bad. And you're going to get gut punched in this at some point. And that was the gut punch for me that stung like crazy. But that was the point where I could have folded and said, you know what? Screw all this stuff. This is dumb. I don't want to be a part of this anymore. It's not worth it. I just went all, I said, you know what? I'm going to keep going and I'm going to keep pushing. And that was the test. I didn't even realize it, but that was the test. One of the hardest points in my business. You know who the next person I showed was that signed up? Matt Thayer. You know how many people Matt Thayer has enrolled? Tens and tens and tens of thousands, probably over 100,000 people at this point because I didn't give up. So I'm not anything special. A lot of people, I could unmute their mics right now and they could be sharing their story, but that was just my journey. I've been doing this longer than most people on this call. But it's 100% worth it. And if you're on this call and you're wondering, dude, what does it take? Because it doesn't matter your background. It doesn't matter your education level. It doesn't matter what neighborhood you grew up in. We say this all the time. It doesn't matter if you graduated from Penn State or you just got out of the state pen. All that matters is that you have a burning desire, work ethic, you're teachable and coachable, and you don't quit everything you start, right? Most people quit everything they start. Okay, so if you want to lock in with a team and a community of people that will rally behind you and help you win, you're going to get access to information that will absolutely change your life. And so just the network alone, I can attest to, the network alone that you will build here will be far greater than not getting started at all. And so we're blessed to have this opportunity, guys. We're just warming up. And we're going to do whatever it takes to help you guys win. So if you want to get started, let the person know that invited you on this call. It's a couple $100. I know you're not going to be in your deathbed one day thinking, dude, I should just spend that couple $100 back in, 2026. Go all in for a season of your life. Get crystal clear on the picture that you want your life to look like. And let's reverse engineer it and hop on our next training calls. And we'll show you exactly how to go out there and capitalize and make it a reality. So with that being said, I'll see you guys on the next call. To the top we go because the bottom is way too crowded. Let's get it, guys. Have a good day and peace out.